Today I will be talking about linear perspective and its effect on the Renaissance. We can't talk about linear perspective or the Renaissance without bringing up the great Filippo Brunelleschi. Now, Brunelleschi was an Italian designer and a key figure in architecture. He was recognized to be the first modern engineer, planner, and sole construction supervisor. He is considered to be one of the founding fathers of the Renaissance, and he was also known for developing the technique for linear perspective and building the dome of Florence Cathedral. But enough about Brunelleschi. Let's talk about what is linear perspective. Now, linear perspective is a system of creating an illusion of depth on a flat surface, basically creating a 3D world on a 2D plane. What you do is you take all the parallel lines, known as orthogonals, in the drawing and converge them into a single vanishing point on the composition's horizon line. So, let's move over to Duccio's art. This piece represents the style of art created before the High Renaissance and use of linear perspective. In Duccio's painting, The Announcement of Death to the Virgin, he had attempted to create depth within his art. However, he didn't intend on being the most accurate. We can see this when we looked at the beam ceiling, the linearity, the horizontal pattern on the back wall, the slender arches opening into the room where Mary is sitting. All these take away from the overall illusion of realism. Duccio's overall intention is to create Gothic art. The figures are more animated and clearly represented as divine with halos and the angel with its wing. Now, moving on towards the Renaissance, artists wanted to create a more rational space. They wanted to make a picture that is logical to our eyes. Alberti said, "A painting should be like a window. It is supposed to be an illusion that continues our reality." This is why artists eventually adopted the ideas of linear perspective. It was the most advanced way of bringing art to life. Now, the artists have moved away from creating animated divine beings and instead made them human and real without losing their elegance. They wanted them to fit in our modern world. A perfect example of this during the High Renaissance is Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. This piece is clearly using linear perspective to create the illusion of reality. This is because all the perspectival lines are not composed parallel to the picture plane and appear to converge at a single point, the vanishing point. This vanishing point is Jesus. This ultimately is where the viewer's eyes first go to, and it gives us the subtle feeling of divine power. This point also indicates the orientation of the painting's spatial composition and horizon line. Here we can see that all the apostles and Jesus lay perfectly on the horizon line. The overall effect is that we are able to feel like we are actually there, looking over to Jesus, sitting at the table in the room. Therefore, we are able to see why, during the Renaissance, artists adopted ideas such as linear perspective to create realistic art. Thank you for watching.